Hey, what's up everybody? Kaiju Lou here, and welcome to a very special edition of SGS Collections. With Resident Evil 7 quickly approaching upon us, I thought that for the next couple of weeks until the game's release, I show off to you guys some awesome and a bit more unique Resident Evil content. Now, I don't know if you guys remembered, if you guys have seen. If not, please check it out. A few weeks back, I had done a late night analysis video on the final update of the Resident Evil 7 demo, and at the very end of that video, I showed you guys a little sneak peek of what I will be doing for the next SGS Collections video, which is this very video right now. And I showed you guys a quick glance at a box I was holding, and that was, of course, Resident Evil related, and which is I am going to show you guys off right now, and it is this very box right here. Resident Evil, the deck building game. And I gotta say, one of the more unique Resident Evil merchandise and content out there. And it hasn't really been shown off a lot, or hasn't really been talked a lot about. So I thought, hey, you know, how about I be the one to show it off to you guys and stuff, and because it's actually really cool, a very cool game. And if you guys don't know what deck building games are, they've been around for quite a while now. I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on this. I gotta say, deck building games, or DBG games, have been around for a little over 10 years now, about a decade. I gotta say, that's as long as I've known them, or, you know, they started getting more attention and stuff. But yeah, deck building games are very fun, and they're pretty much card games. Well, but what makes them different from card games, such as Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Vanguard, Vice Schwartz, what have you, whatever you guys play out there. What makes them different is that you don't have to buy any booster packs. You don't have to buy, you don't have to keep buying cards upon cards upon cards, or theme decks, or anything like that. All the cards that you need to collect and to play are all in one box right here. Everything that you need to play comes right here, and that's it. You don't need to buy anything else. And but some deck building games, and yes, there are a lot more different kinds of deck building games out there due to the vast popularity of it. Besides Resident Evil, we also have a Street Fighter deck building game. We have the very popular DC Comics deck building game. I know Marvel has one, and of course, big movie franchises like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek. I know for sure that they have their own version of deck building games, just to name a few out there. And but yeah, Resident Evil is the one that I know very well, and that I really jumped into because of me. It's no secret that I'm a longtime Resident Evil fan. But yeah, everything that you need is right here, ready to play. And some, if they're popular enough, they get their own expansion packs. And Resident Evil, the deck building game, has had 4 expansion packs. I have the first 2 expansion packs, 1 and 2, which I have right here. But within the coming weeks, if you guys stick around, I'm going to do some more SGS Collections, my own more individual videos on these boxes right here. So please stick around within the coming weeks if you guys want to check these out. And pretty soon I might get I'll probably get the 3rd and 4th expansion packs, but I'm probably not going to be doing a video on them anytime soon because I currently do not have those yet, unfortunately. But this game, it's been around for, this first came out, I gotta say, about, excuse me, sometime between late 2010, early 2011 maybe, because I remember I bought this at the time purely by accident. I found this on Amazon, of all places, and I guess it was the time when it was coming out, but I found it by accident when I was looking up Resident Evil merch, and I just bought this in a heartbeat, because at the time I was a huge fan of card games, and I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil, so I'm like, why not? It's a match made in heaven. And But yeah, it's been around for quite a while, and it's still played up to this day. I still see it around, and I know they sell a lot of deck building games at local comic book stores, at least the ones that I go to and stuff. And also I see these played a lot at conventions, especially the DC deck building game. And also I remember last June, myself, Sean, and Pandamare, when we went to Indie PopCon, around the gaming tables where I saw a bunch of guys playing different card games. I've seen several guys playing the Resident Evil deck building game, which brought a smile to my face. And yeah, but it's been a while since I've played. It's honestly been a while, which is probably why I didn't get and I kind of fell out of it for a little bit, but you know, I've recently got back into it because I just remembered how awesome this game was. So yeah, but without further ado, let us jump right into this, and let me first show off the box to you guys. Here is the front with Chris, Leon, and Claire. Here are the sides with fan favorite Leon S. Kennedy, Chris Redfield. Here are the tops, Claire. We got Jill. And here is the very back, with a brief introduction to the game, as well as showing off some of the cards that are featured here. And like I said, with the expansion pack, they have more cards, more gameplay, and the expansion packs are made to expand the game, but everything that you need is right there in those expansion packs. You have all the cards and everything. So yeah, but once again, let us jump right into this puppy. I'll show you guys off the cards and some of the gameplay, and pretty much just how this game works, and what makes it so unique in both the card game and also as a piece of Resident Evil merch. So without further ado, let us jump right into this puppy. And here we are. Here is the inside of the box right now and what it looks like. And yeah, here we are. We have the manual, the game manual. Here's the cover of it of Zombie. And here's the back with the table of contents, telling you guys what's inside and stuff, all the cards and everything, and the number of them that you should have. And yeah, sorry about that. Here's the camera clearing up right now, showing off the names. And here is the inside. The actual inside of the box is really cool. It comes with all these little slots here, which is for card organization. Because like I said, there are many different card types here and different card characters and items in this game. And they keep everything very orderly here, which is very cool. That's why I love these boxes. And yeah, and so yeah, here's everything to help easily organize your cards. Also, another thing that's really cool about deck building games that some have and some don't, but the ones that do have it, Resident Evil has actually quite a few. And as a little extra something cool here, let me just move these boxes to the side here. Some deck building games, like other traditional card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Pokemon, they actually have their own playmats. And Resident Evil, I believe, has about 3 of them. And I actually have one of them, and these are very, very hard to find, if not probably very expensive. I know this one is, and I can't even find this one anymore, so I'm very fortunate to buy this one years ago. Let me open up the mat here. This is a very big mat, because deck building games are very, very huge group games, and here is a playmat for the Resident Evil deck building game. The camera cleared up, yes it is, and this is what it's kind of formatted and stuff when I explain a little bit. But this was the first one that came out for the deck building game, which features Chris and Jill. This is them from Resident Evil 5 when they have their flashback bonus episode when they go after Spencer and battle Wesker right before Chris loses Jill. And as you see here, these little square areas are places where you put certain cards at. And also, here's a good look of what the mat looks like. Very good fabric, very sturdy. Bandai. And the second playmat that came out, it came out for the second expansion pack, which is called Outbreak, and that playmat featured fan favorite Hunk from Resident Evil, and as well as the third playmat came when the third expansion pack came out, which is called the Nightmare Edition, and that features Lord Sadler, and that's a very cool playmat as well. But like I said, these are very, very hard to find, very rare, and I'm very fortunate enough to have at least the very first playmat that I can use for when I want to play this game. But yeah, with this aside, let us set these cards up, and I'll show you guys how to play story mode. Okay, and we're back. Here is the basic setup of what it would look like if you are playing a group game. This game is about, like I said, no, I haven't said, about 2 to 4 players, and so yeah, here is what a basic setup would look like. I am going off the manual here, actually. The manual, you know, this is called First Timer Mode, but this is one of the, there's 3 different kinds of gameplay. There's 3 different kinds of games that you can play here, 3 different kinds. This is the setup for Story Mode, and then after that I am going to explain to you guys Mercenary Mode, and also Versus Mode. But let us get into Story Mode right now. There's different types of setups because there's different kinds of difficulty levels, or if you guys are more experienced, you guys can have your own setups here on excuse me, on what you want to do or what cards you want to play with. But like I said, this is the setup for First Timer Mode, and you each have a stack of 18 different cards laid out on the mat here, and here is a face-down deck with the Resident Evil doors. And but let me explain each type of card to you. First things first. Here are featured in the very first one, 10 character cards. And 10 character cards are the characters that you play as in this game. And all 10 of them, as well as in the expansion pack, they're all characters from Resident Evil, either classic characters loved by fans all around, or also loved by, or also, you know, that have made an appearance in the Resident Evil games. But here are the 10 characters that are featured in the first edition. Here is Albert Wesker character card. Here is Leon Kennedy, his character card. Claire Redfield, Sheva, Barry, Ada, Krauser, Chris, Jill, and finally Rebecca. And as you can see here, there are different kinds of like numbers and writing in these character cards. And let me just explain what these are exactly. The green here in the top right corner represents the character's health. In the upper center right here shows the name of the card type itself. Since this is a character card, it's listed as character. Right here is the name of the character. And also here is some abilities or card effects that these characters can do in the game. And here each character has 2 levels that they can achieve, and I'll explain how you can level up your cards in this game here. And but yeah, these are your character cards and what each one features. Your next card type would be your ammo cards, ammunition. There are 3 different kinds. There is ammo by 10 cards, ammo by 20, and ammo by 30. And of course, these are values, how much they're worth in the top right corner, the names, which ammo type they are. This is ammo by 30, and here's some extra abilities that these cards have. Like here is how many rounds that this card has and how much gold this card carries for you to purchase stuff. And here are some of the things laid out here. Some weapons cards. We have the handgun, as well as, too, if you're lucky enough, I'll explain a little bit, the burst fire handgun, which is the more powerful handgun card. And as well as for the knives, you got your survival knife card, which is a more powerful version of the standard knife. Then we also got the shotgun card, and its more powerful version, the automatic shotgun. We have the 6-shooter, aka the Magnum, grenades, the bolt-action rifle, and its more powerful version, the semi-auto rifle, the assault machine gun and its more powerful version, the full-bore machine gun. And I'm making a little bit of a mess here. And also here are some of the extra weapons cards that we have here. Submission. This is a melee attack card. Let me move these away. Sorry about that. Some longbows. There's multiple copies of weapons in some. And finally, a Gatling gun and 1 rocket launcher. And special conditions on how to get these 2. These are the 2 most powerful weapons in the game. But yeah, there's those. The blue cards here that are colored in blue, these are called action cards. And here are some. And of course, these pictures are all pictures that have, you know, been in the game itself. Game pictures. Shattered Memories. Deadly Aim. Here are some action cards. Here are more. Right here, more different kinds. And also here are some item cards. Of course, the famous green herb, as well as the 8 spray card. And some token cards, some time bonuses, 3 different kinds. Here's some tokens. And actually, sorry about that, these belong in here. But I'll explain these later. These are used only for Mercenary mode. But yeah, here is the deck building. And this is what you're going up against. This is called the Mansion deck, which is the deck full of all the Resident Evil monsters. Many classics, random mixes and stuff. So yeah, we got some Maginis, some zombies, female zombies, some different kinds of creatures. We got the Lickers. We got Nemesis. We got some hunters and some mimicries. Chainsaw Man from Resident Evil 4. And Cerebus, El Gigante, Executioner. And yeah, these are all some of the cards that are featured in this deck building game. And this is how you play story mode in a nutshell. First things first, you and your friends each pick one character from the stack of 10 different character cards. And for this demonstration, I will be picking Leon. I'll put these character cards on the side. And after each of you guys pick your own character card, you guys have to shuffle your handgun and combat knife stacks of cards here. You each shuffle them because each one, there are multiple copies of each card here in the stack, but there's also one copy of the more powerful versions of the handgun and knife that is shuffled here, and you guys pick that randomly out of pure luck when shuffled. And you guys also shuffle your huge deck here, which is the Mansion deck, the deck of all the infected monsters that you guys will be going up against. Make sure you shuffle that and add all the cards that you need to add in here, like the token cards as well as the yellow herb cards. They all belong here, and you guys can tell because the backs of these cards all have this. If the card's backside is like this, these belong to the Mansion. Because some of the backs in these cards are different, as you guys can see here and stuff. So they keep it more organized and differentiate them as well. And first things first, your guys' starting 10 cards would be each of you take one handgun, 2 combat knife cards, and also 7 ammo by 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So yeah, you put them all. Your character card goes on the side, and you shuffle these 10 cards. And let me shuffle them right now.
2 hours later.
Alright, now that that's shuffled, the point of deck building games, hence the name deck building game, is to build your deck to make it as strong as possible and as big as possible by adding more and more cards to your deck, which is all these cards laid out here, which is the point of why they're there. Each turn, you gain some cards, you can purchase some cards, and yeah, but pretty much after your set of 10 cards are shuffled, you draw your first 5 cards, which is your hand. You have no more than 5 cards each. And, oh, pretty good. That's a pretty good starting hand. I have 4 ammo by 10 cards and a handgun card. Now, each player's turn has 5 different phases. And the 5 phases that you can do each turn is to purchase an item, purchase a card, play an item, play an action, use a character's effect, and explore the mansion. You can do this. You can do any of these 5 different things, excuse me. You can do any of these 5 different things in any order that you want, but you can only do each one once unless there's a special condition that allows you to do something multiple times or otherwise. But yeah, and you pretty much do those 5 things. But right now, since this is the first turn, you guys are going to start slow. You guys have to start. You guys will gain more cards by building up your deck as the turns progress. And pretty much here for these ammo cards, this is also your money. As you see here, these are your gold. How much gold you currently own. And I can't play an action card. I can't play an item. I don't have those. I can't use a character's ability because I haven't leveled up yet. And I can't explore the mansion. It's best not to because I don't really have the best weapons right now. So the only thing I can do right now is buy. And since I have 4 ammo cards, 10 gold apiece, I have 40 gold, which means I can use it to buy 1 or more cards as long as they equal 40 gold or more. And so yeah. You look around and see what you want to get and stuff like that. And you look at the top right corner of these cards. This is how much these cards are worth. So right now I have 40 gold. I don't know. I feel like buying 40 gold. I guess I will get myself another handgun. And also a green herb, which equals 40 gold total. And I'm able to buy these. The items that you buy, you immediately put them in your discard pile because you cannot use them right away. And that's all I can do for now. And so the end phase is that all the cards in your hand, you send them also to the discard pile, and you draw another 5 cards from your deck, and your turn. So yeah, and you're wondering if you guys run out of cards, what you do is that during the end phase, you take your cards, or if you don't have enough cards in your hand, like let's say I only have 3 cards left and my deck's empty, I take all the cards from my discard pile, I reshuffle it, and once I do, I draw the cards. I reshuffle my deck from my discard pile, and I got my deck back, and I can draw more cards again until I have a total of 5 in my hand. But this is pretty much what you keep doing each and every turn. These 5 phases, once again, buy something, buy a card, play an item, play an action card, use a character's effect, and explore the mansion. But yeah, in terms of exploring the mansion, sorry if my fingers are in the way, holding this camera while managing these cards. And let's say, for example, the game progresses and I have more and more and more items. Let's say I have an action card now, I got an item card now, and I have more powerful weapons cards. Let's say I have a shotgun here and stuff, and let me grab some extra ammo cards. So, yeah. And now let's say that we progressed a lot through the game. My deck, has gotten a whole lot bigger. I really buffed it, and I'm a whole lot stronger, and I feel much more confident. And this is my current hand right now of 5. I have a lot more ammo cards here, and some more powerful weapons. I got a shotgun here, and I got a handgun here. And now I want to explore the mansion. What I mean by exploring the mansion is that with the shuffled deck here, I pull the top card from the deck, and it's probably 90% most likely that's going to be an infected card, and I have to fight that card, and I have to beat that creature's going to have health, and pretty much I have to defeat it by taking out its health to see if my weapons are strong enough. Here, let me show you, for example. Like for the handgun, ammo requirement is 20. I have that, 20. More than enough to load the handgun, and shotgun needs at least 40 ammo requirement, which I have more than enough of with these 2 cards. So yeah, I'm able to use both the handgun and the shotgun since I have the ammo requirement here. And also too, some weapons and cards have effects. Make sure you read the effects or do them and stuff. Like for the shotgun, it says here, you get +1 explore this turn. Which means you get to explore. Sorry, I had to clear up the camera. I get to explore twice. I get to look at the top 2 cards of the deck and see if I'm able to defeat them at my own risk. So right now, the shotgun does 25 damage, handgun does 10 damage. I have a total of 35 damage here that I can do to these monsters. So let us see the first card. First one I got is a liquor. The creature cards, he has 40 health. Does 30 damage, and he's worth 3 decorations. Decorations are how much they are worth and stuff, their value when you defeat them. Let's see, I have 35 damage. Nope, I am nowhere near able to defeat a liquor monster and stuff, because 35 damage, he will still barely be left alive. He will only have 5 health left. And the next creature, rotten luck, another liquor. So yeah, this is bad. If I'm not able to defeat these monsters, what happens is that they deal damage to me on how much damage they do. You see both liquors here do 30 damage each. So poor Leon here gets 60 damage to his health, which his standard health is 80, which brings it down to 20. And monsters that are not defeated, they go into the bottom of the mansion deck, as I'm about to do right now. They go into the very bottom, and you guys keep playing. You guys keep playing. And for monsters that you do defeat, like for example, let's say I defeated this guy. He's a much weaker monster, the Bu Kichwa. Monsters that you defeat, you stack them underneath your character card, and you gain a decoration, which is how much they are worth. And you level up based on how many decorations that you have. Since this creature here, is worth 1 decoration, Leon has earned 1 decoration, and I need to get 1 more decoration in order for Leon to level up to level 1. And then I could use his level 1 ability, which is the effect right here, the character effect. All your pistol weapons get -10 ammo requirement, which is cool. And if I'm able to get a total of 6 decorations by defeating a few monsters, I can use Leon's level 2 ability. And now with the game, I can use both his abilities. All your pistol weapons can be used twice per turn. And yeah, so that's how abilities work and decorations work and level up works. And pretty much, yeah, you keep doing this alongside with the 5 phases that I told you guys about. And yeah, but you guys keep playing. Story mode ends once you defeat the boss card. Every expansion pack comes with a boss card. And you guys keep playing until you defeat the boss card for this game, which is this guy, called Uroboros Abhiri. And hold on, let me clear this camera. Yeah, after you defeat this guy in a battle, here we go. Sorry about that. And once you defeat this guy, who is the boss card of this game, the game is over. Everyone stops, and this is how you decide a winner. The person, all the players involved, each tally up their decorations. All the monsters that they've killed, they tally up their decorations and how much they're worth. And whoever has the most decorations or the highest number wins. And pretty much simple like that. If it's tied in decorations, the person with the most health wins. If people are tied in health, everyone's a winner. So yeah, pretty much. And but yeah, this is pretty much how you do it. And each box set has their own boss cards, and this is the boss card for this box set. And also too, if your character dies, the condition is if your character dies in the game, what happens is that you turn your character face down, and you reshuffle all your cards. The monsters that you killed, they remain with your character. They remain under your character. All your cards, you shuffle them all together, then you draw 5. And what happens is that next turn, you flip your character over. He comes back, but his health gets 20 points weaker. It's 20 points weaker than before. Like Leon is 80. If he dies, he comes back. His health will be now 60. And once he comes back, you automatically skip the turn that you bring Leon back, which means that you have to end your turn automatically. And if he keeps dying, he keeps coming back like this, but 20 health weaker. He comes back with 80, he dies again, comes back with 60, then 40, then 20. And if he comes back with 0, if he comes back and he has 0 health, he's dead. He's dead. He can no longer come back. Your character, the player, is out of the game. Other than that, that's pretty much how you play story mode for Resident Evil deck building game. And sometimes too, if you're lucky, there are some item cards that you can get, like the yellow herb goes in the mansion. If you get this card, you add it to the discard pile and you can use it for your deck. And also, like I said earlier, sorry. Alright, sorry about that. Had to find it. Here is, if you explore the mansion, you pull out a token card, and you're lucky enough to get this baby. What you do is that you take this token card, put it to the side, then you get the real thing, which is the real rocket launcher, and it gets added to your deck. And you can use it, which is the most powerful weapon in this game. So yeah, same thing for the Gatling gun here. If you pull out a Gatling gun token, put it to the side, and you automatically get a free Gatling gun weapons card. And Gatling gun is cool. X amount of damage and X amount of ammo, depending on how much you have in your hand. And the ability here for this rocket launcher is when trashed, shuffle the rocket launcher. There are certain words in this game like trash and obtain and stuff. Once you get the manual and you read it, you'll understand the terms and definitions. But yeah, this is other than that, pardon my mess here. This is pretty much the Resident Evil deck building game in a nutshell. So yeah. Also, I guess up next, let me briefly explain Mercenary mode as well as Versus mode. You know, the shorter versions of this game. If you understand story mode, then you'll definitely understand and pick up quickly the other two game modes. And alright, pretty much for the Mercenary mode gameplay, if you guys get the box set, you guys can read the manual yourselves, because there are certain cards that you have to remove from Mercenary mode in order for it to work, and you have to add some cards in as well and stuff to keep the balance and have the game make more sense. But the things that you do add to this game are these time cards. And if you guys, if you've played the current Resident Evil games, and you guys know, if you guys play Mercenary mode and stuff, especially Resident Evil Mercenaries on the 3DS, it's pretty much like that. It's that kind of bonus game. Fun bonus game, but it's in card game format, and pretty much you add this to your mansion deck with the monsters, and pretty much the game lasts for 15 turns. There is a time limit, like it is in Mercenaries mode. There is a 15-turn time limit for the deck building game, and you guys keep playing like usual. But also, this is more team based, so you guys can have, like I said, this is up to 4 players. You guys can have 2-on-2 team battles. You and your teammate work together, and the goal of the game is to take out as many monsters as you can in a row. And you take them out as much as you can in a row, and by keep exploring the mansion, and every turn, you guys, for doing a killing monsters in a row, every turn you have to keep killing monsters each and every single turn. If it gets interrupted, it stops, and you guys tally up your scores right there. And but if you guys pull out these different time cards or combo cards, the game expands more. You get an increased time limit, just like Mercenaries mode in the actual game. So let's say here, for example, I've killed so far, each turn, we've killed 3 monsters in a row, me and my partner, these 3 guys. But then when the next turn came, and we bumped into this guy, and we weren't strong enough to kill him, El Gigante, sorry, the card fell, it stopped, and we have to tally up our scores. So pretty much what it is here, this is how you tally it up. It's a little bit different. You look at the decorations for what each of these guys are worth. So you see 4, 2, and 1. Add these, this is obviously 7 decorations. Then you multiply it by the number of infected cards that you've killed in a row. So we've killed 3 in a row. These are worth 7 total. 7 times 3, you earned yourself 21 decorations. And you guys keep doing this until time runs out. And pretty much whichever team has the highest decoration score wins. And so yeah, that's that for Mercenary mode. For Versus mode, this is the more fun part. It's pretty much a brawl for all, every man for himself. The requirement is that you completely take away the mansion deck. You get rid of it. You don't need it. And yeah, it's all of you guys against each other. You guys do everything accordingly and as usual for this gameplay, except that instead of exploring the mansion, you guys attack each other. And you guys keep attacking each other until you've pretty much killed everyone else. And for lack of a better term, and pretty much whoever is the last man standing wins. It's literally a brawl for all for versus mode. Well, all right, we have finally reached the end of this video here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and for following me in this video and explaining the rules and the gameplay here for the Resident Evil deck building game. And like I said, I enjoy the game at least, and it's very fun. And like I said, it's a much more unique, it's one of those more unique kinds of content that you see out there for not just Resident Evil or for any other kind of a popular franchise out there that has a deck building game version. And but yeah, this one is pretty fun. I like it, and who knows, maybe in the future, or we might do a future video where myself, Sega Sean, and Panda Mare would do a gameplay video. We'll have a board game night, and we will record ourselves playing Resident Evil, the deck building game, hopefully. We're going to have to see how it goes, but I would love it. That sounds like a very fun idea, and you guys can pretty much see for yourselves the full gameplay on how it works by seeing us actually playing a game of it. So, yeah. Anything else that I can think of right now to talk to you guys about? Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys are probably wondering, or not, but if you guys are, last October, as you guys know, I uploaded part 1 of the Resident Evil gameplay for Leon's story, the first part, part A. And you guys are probably wondering if you guys watched it way back when, as I uploaded it on Halloween. And I know it's been a couple of months now, and you guys are wondering, hey, where's part 2? Where is Claire's story, part B, and stuff like that? I'm sorry for the long delay. Like I said, life's been busy, and we've had lots of other big projects to work on. But I just wanted to say here in this video to confirm it, I will continue with Claire's gameplay, part B of Resident Evil 2, Claire's story for you guys, and future SGS Play videos. I don't know when it will come out exactly, but for sure, I am definitely going to continue and finish that gameplay up for you guys. Who knows? Maybe I'll do it this month, since January, big Resident Evil month. What with the movie, Resident Evil 7 and the movie coming out and stuff like that, and all the hype going around for and love going around for Resi. And other than that, thank you guys once again for joining me here. And but yeah, if you guys pick it up or find it in a comic book store, I highly recommend it. It might be a bit pricey online since this is a bit rare, because I think this is out of production. But if you guys like card games, and if you are a fan of Resident Evil, I highly recommend it. Same thing too with Street Fighter and DC Universe and stuff like that. If you like card games, and if you like a particular franchise and you want to mix them together, there you go. Other than that, on this very, very shuffling note here, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Super Game Strikers here on YouTube, and please be sure to tap that notification bell to get notified for our future videos. And please be sure to like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This is Kaiju Lou. Stay tuned for more future content to come, and please stick around for more awesome Resident Evil content to come. And take care, everybody.
Oh my God!
As much as possible.
Whatever.
Yeah!